So what's nice about this particular track? Turns 4 through 5 was one of the DRS zones. So around just before turn 4 is the DRS zone detection point. Then I believe it is that back straight that starts from turn 12 to turn 14, somewhere around the end where they mark it as turn 13, which goes onto the straight. That's where the detection point for the second DRS zone, and the whole straight is the DRS. I'm so waiting for the race when we start seeing overtakes in that section.
Yeah, no, it'd be awesome. And from what I've played the F1 game sometimes, and what I've noticed, you can get up to about 350, 360 with the DRS. Obviously, it's different to real life, but it's kind of a good guide up to 350, 360, and especially with battery on, and if they've got tow as well, it'll be the fastest you'll see an F1 car, I think, which is insane.
So we were about a minute or so, about a minute, 2 minutes before we get that green flag. For those of you again haven't done the usual, want to thank. There's about 1,000 of you right now already, and again 170 of you have liked it so far. More of those likes help us with the algorithm. We'll see more people come in as things roll on. I want to thank those of you who are here right now, particularly, I call everyone who's in chat a race fan, and then those who are in the in the green text, those are people who have joined the channel. I call you guys the family. You guys have been huge supporters of us over this past 2 years as we've gone forward. One of the benefits for joining the channel itself is that you get access to a set of specific emojis, and these have been mysteriously moved to a new section.
From what I see, you get all the different color, all the different team color emojis, and then there's a couple like Alonso, Verstappen, Hamilton.
Most of the teams. So, not all of the teams are up there now.
No.
Obviously, Haas is not up there. But the big five. Big five.
Yeah,
right now.
Jose Martinez just posted all the ones you get, I'm pretty sure. So thank you, Jose. We do have fans here, so it's a better sight to see.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, what happened last?
I think it was the staff, wasn't it? They weren't able to.
Yeah, and they went so long. They didn't expect to, they didn't expect to be on track, be still at the track at 2:30 in the morning, starting things up. So
yeah,
they had to. They literally had to. The staff was going home. They literally couldn't keep the fans in the stands at that time. So,
which is a shame, but I mean, at least they got some practice in.
So we have a green light. Pit lane is open. So we are starting now. So we go looking at Ricardo's out of none of his car just yet. He's not ready to go just yet. Who is going to come out? Who's going to come out? I'm not sure.
They're all waiting.
They're all waiting. This happens a lot. I'm not sure why. It's not showing any delay. No delay. It's just we'll put that on race statistics. That's a human delay, not a technical delay.
Yeah. What's the time over there? Be.
I'm not sure what's going on. There we go. Timer's up now. That's too much salad.
8:31 p.m. in Las Vegas at the moment.
Dude, Resort Dart, why are the stewards having salad? There's great buffets. If you're going for salad, you're doing it wrong, my friend. Talk like someone who knows too much about buffets. Moving on.
Here we have Piastri coming out.
There we go.
And I wanted to get your thoughts, Crash, on the pit exit placement. Do you think it's a bit tight, or what are your thoughts on that?
The big thing with the pit exit, the issue more that I don't think there's an issue with the pit exit. I think
Mhm.
it's more the big thing that I've heard possibly it's a problem is that the line that they have drawn is in a purple color and it's not in um it's not a white line, it's a purple color.
Yeah, so
And I
they
think
can't see it. Yeah.
that's the one argument, like, but I'm not sure it's that big of a deal.
No.
Um like again, we're talking about drivers who can't get on track with and manage track limits as it is already. So it's like it's more of a driver issue than it is for me. It's more of a driver issue than it is a track
Track
issue.
itself. Yeah.
And
No,
it was
100%.
like who were the like it was like Ocon, it was Hulkenberg, it was it's not the top the top guys aren't doing it. It's the
No.
back markers that are doing it. So
Yeah.
that's another issue to play in here. Let's talk
And look
about
at
tires.
yeah, go
No,
sorry.
you okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, go sorry.
So tires. Basically, we were using the C3 for hard, C4 for mediums, C5 for soft. So we're on our softest compounds. Um, the biggest area for they're looking in the rear tires are going to have the most energy put into them. The rear right being having the most on that.
Yeah, definitely. And the tire stress being a 3 out of 5 rating. Um, so from what an interview Max did yesterday, he said that the softs were going pretty fast. So I don't know. I don't think everyone's going to have. I think the strategies will be all over the place. But obviously, there's still more testing to do. But from what I see, that the softs won't be used too much in the race. But we'll see how the teams kind of decide that.
Yeah, in chat, people are talking about where they think. Basically, we've gone primarily we've gone with the upside down pig is the track shape, and which has led to the Simpsons clip of Spider Pig.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one.
So the memes have
There's
already
actually
started.
there's online somewhere online they show like the loin, the back strip, and like there's all the corners and straights are called, and I'm like, wow, people have too much time.
Yeah, the memes have happened.
Yeah. uh, but yeah, everyone's trying to put their predictions. Guys, it's too early. We've got to wait for practice 3 to finish. Someone was saying in chat that has Carlos's penalty been sorted? No, so he still holds that penalty,
No.
and I think he will.
Yeah, it's sorted in that he has the penalty.
Yeah, yeah, but as in they haven't tried to fight it anymore because I think it's a losing cause. To be honest, the FIA won't give that up. But yeah, from what I've seen, Ferrari have been quite strong, but like we haven't seen much. I don't think we have seen much at all. To be honest, we've just seen kind of long, consistent runs, especially as you see the Red Bull. But just been trying to get the laps in on different tires.
They just put in a note about the tires. Probably had some interesting things to say about the track data from yesterday. They basically like on the long runs, they did see some graining, but they were able to drive through it. But also that tire run wasn't the big issues that they expected, which is good for Mercedes, which struggle with in cold temperatures to switch their tires on. The push lap on the soft is proving problematic. One up may not be enough, and that's what we thought. So go for 2 laps, and you'll suffer by graining by the end of your flying lap, and it's a long circuit. So that's the issue right now. Is basically we thought they might try and do two laps to get the temperatures up to speed temperature, but it pushes. They're pushing the tire and getting graining on those soft tires if they do so. So it's a. Do you go for the second lap and deal with graining, or do you go with the lap not fully in?
I think they need to do 2, and then and then push that. But obviously, if it's warmer than they expect, then do one. But I guess we'll see. There'll be different qualifying strategies as well. I think just in that regard. But yeah, I don't know. It's very. I guess it'll be very session dependent, and they can give it a go. The top teams can give it a go. In Q1 and Q2, I suppose. But Q3, you'd hope they'd have it sorted to know what they're going to do. But yeah. Alfa Romeo 1-2. Go Supermax, yes.
You know, we've got Bottas right now with a 139.87. Dang a second. We're only 10 minutes in and saying it's like they've done like 10 and 17 and 13 laps on their tires. That's got to be a data error somewhere.
Yeah, 100%.
So right now
a lot of cars still on out.
There we go. Science just did a 139.367.
I think I'm behind. Trying to address some of the comments. There's a long circuit. Yeah, it's the second longest circuit in the calendar.
I know it's longer than Spa, and I forget who.
Yeah.
What is? Ooh, is that a replay? So Joe locked up. Which tire is he locking up? Locking up his front right tire as he goes into the braking zone.
That is turn 14. They've been doing that a lot. It does look like the Mercedes, doesn't it? Kind of from a distance.
So Bottas has the fastest first sector right now, and he's improving in the second sector. Not the fastest second, but
Oh, look out. Okay, so Spa is the longest track, I think. 7 kilometers. Yeah, it's Spa and then the Vegas track. The qualifying is on.
Someone's calling Vegas the ugly city in the United States. Dude, if you're calling Vegas ugly, you have been around the United States. There are much uglier cities. There's so much ugly cities.
We've got quite a few on long runs. I think towards the end we'll see probably laps.
Someone's offering up Gary, Indiana as one of those ugly cities, I think.
What's going on with McLaren? Not too sure. They're not out yet.
They're on track. They may have done it. It looks like they may have done an installation lap and came back into the pits.
Yeah.
And a lot of teams have done that. I mean, like Aston Martin has gone out and done some time on. They've done about a lap right now. Are they on track? Yeah, they did an installation lap and came back in. Yeah, the only ones on track right now is Bottas, Leclerc, Sainz, Hamilton, Russell, Magnussen, and Zhou. So we've only got 7 on track right now. Only 1 from the Haas, which is odd.
I thought they'd be trying to get out there as quick as they can, but obviously not.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they are waiting, per se. So
because they've just used 10 minutes and Anyway,
So we've
I don't know
got
how they can
12 minutes.
classify FP1 as a session. Sorry. I just don't know how they can classify FP1 as a session. 8 minutes, like, come on.
Because it was 8 minutes. I mean, it
Yeah.
started, it happened, and it ended.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
pretty
Yeah.
much like in a functional technical standard, that's what happened. And that's why I ended up, and again, because remember, that's why I ended up FP2 got an extra 30 minutes added to it, because FP1, more than 50 minutes out of FP1 was lost because of track. That's why we had a 90-minute FP2. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's again, it's going to be a footnote in history. It is what it is. Leclerc just took F1, took P1 from Science, 136.508. So they're not like another half a second off, which is they're not doing quali runs right now. They're doing some sort of other program related thing. So
No, the stream doesn't show replays. Davey.
yeah, we're pretty much just a watch. We're just a watch along. We've got the track, who's positioned on track. We've got the timing board. But yeah, no, and it's just our commentary after that.
Yeah. It seem like this race will be a lot of passing in the straights and corners, or just DRS train. I think there'll be a few passing, obviously in the straights, but yeah, I do think it will not be an easy passing track. So I guess we'll see though. It's kind of questionable, but yeah, definitely not in the corners as they are.
We've got several on outlaps now. We've got Alonso, Gasly, Ocon, Hulkenberg now on outlaps coming out for the first time. Gasly, Alonso have still not set, and Stroll has still not set a time as of yet. Did they just show? Yep, they're showing Rob McElhenney. His other half of Ryan Reynolds is in town as well. So the owners of Wrexham are here, which is why they're getting show up on stream.
Max run a lap. No, I don't think he did. I don't think either Red Bull have been out yet, to be honest.
Are in the technical side at the moment.
The Mercs are on mediums probably because they're just doing long runs. That'd be the only reason.
He's looking right now. One person says that the Americans want to see their boy Sargent on track. We do, to a certain extent. But I don't think Sargent is taking hold in the American zeitgeist. So, and if so, it's for whatever means they can pull up. Jack Doonan is in the Alpine. He's the F2 driver and reserve driver for Alpine. Ricardo's on track now. Coming out on softs. How famous is Andretti in the United States? Oh, dude, Andretti is legendary in the United States. You got to remember that he, for his purposes, he is known. I mean, the Andretti family is known. You know, there's Mario, but there's also his Michael, his son. They're known greatly because not just for F1, but for the IndyCar series. Yeah, they're like royalty in terms of like families here. And that's why, again, why they're coming back eventually to F1 soon with their team. It's FIA basically put F1 management in a issue. We got a yellow flag in sectors 1 and 2. Typically, what that means is someone is going off the floor. Particularly with that, we've seen this come up. Yeah, it's green flag again. So what's happened is someone has come off the course in the turn off area and has come back on track.
I think I'm minorly delayed, but there's nothing I can do about that.
What was it about minorly delayed?
I think myself, because when you said that, it's probably about 4 seconds off, but
Okay.
it's all good. When I was in, I actually went to Singapore, the Singapore Grand Prix, and when I was there, it was about, I was talking to my mate back in Australia, and it was about 40 seconds behind from the live, which I could not believe.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was insane.
AM Sanchez has single core X Monza X Bacon. RS saying if Andretti gets in with a team with Cadillac, will they have American drivers then? Or are they looking to get F1 drivers on board that are driving now? No, they're looking to bring in new talent. They're looking over. They've got talent here in the United States that should have their. They should have their super license. There's no reason why our top talent in IndyCar can't just come over to F1. Ooh, one of the Ferraris and one of the Haas's just had they touched. Doesn't look any damage, but they're definitely a moment of.
Oh yes,
Ferrari. Yeah, Charles Leclerc.
they were doing. They were
Muscling.
complaining about it before as well.
Kurt Grant says we want Grosjean back. Grosjean's going to come back. I think he's coming to WEC, guys.
Yeah, he's for Lamborghini, I think, in WEC.
Yeah, he was just actually his contract wasn't picked up by Andretti. He was driving for Andretti. He did not do very well in IndyCar this year. Too many did not finish situations tanked him early in the year.
And they took Verstappen 20 minutes to decide to come out.
I think basically right now, of them right now, Sargent's on an outlap. Perez and Tsunoda still haven't set a time, and then Albon, after Verstappen, Albon's the only one who's not out on track as of yet.
Yeah, but
What happened
Verstappen
to
is out,
Max?
I believe.
Yeah, Max is on track. That's Perez that's showing on track at the moment. So right now, Max is on an outlap at the moment. He's around the leg of the pig that's going where the spear is. That's the left side. If you look at the track map, if we look at the top half, there are what we refer to as the two legs of the pig. The left side is where the Vegas sphere is located. The right side is where the start finish line is, essentially.
Vegas pig.
Yeah. People are asking, what's Williams cooking? Well, I don't know. Where are they?
Well, Albon's not there, and Sargent's just come out on his second lap, I believe.
Yeah, so not sure just yet. Could be barbecue, low and slow. Davey Simpson says he was at the Sphere opening night. What is this? You could drop into chat what the Sphere is like. That would be really interesting, particularly on the inside.
I've seen a video. It's awesome. But you gotta look at it online. It's hard to explain. But it's like a mega theater essentially.
So what we're talking about is they built this new theater in Vegas, and the outside of the theater is constructed as a sphere, and the outside is completely covered with LEDs, and they've done LED animations. Like one of the ones that they did last night or this morning was basically an F1 helmet with a emoji like face inside. Purple, not purple. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me about that. Had a yellow, yellow emoji face inside. Very, very surreal looking. Max is on his flying lap, and he's got fastest sector 1 already. He's already completed second sector. Is on the straight. Did not improve. He improved in his sector 2 time. Did not fastest sector 2. We'll see. He's coming to the end of that braking zone now. Coming to the end of that section right now. One of the things that they did yesterday is before.
There you go. Verstappen P3.
Oh my God! People are like, "Oh, they should have canceled." No. I've been kicking all these people out of chat. So another one has gone off track. Sectors 1 and 2. That's the nomenclature for someone went off the curve. I believe. I think it's turn. I want to say turn 4 or 5. It's before they get to the sphere. Was it Sergeant? Okay, thank you, Jose. So, oh no, they're showing more other people who have missed that turn as well.
I do want to see what how long Verstappen does stay out, as in how much fuel he's got, whether he's trying to do quali runs or what's he doing, because that first sector was pretty impressive for a second lap.
And he does a 136.172, which is about a quarter second off of the Ferrari's moment.
Yeah.
Leclerc is coming out for a new out lap. Leclerc is in pits. Yeah, what's interesting, I know U2 is actually they're doing concerts in the Sphere themselves. U2 has a history of doing high tech stuff. They like doing groundbreakers. I think were they involved with the Spider-Man show that didn't stay very long on Broadway? I think they may. I know
sure.
U2. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. But basically, U2 is in the Sphere right now doing concerts.
Mercedes 16 and 17, yeah, they're probably doing race runs, like most of the people on medium tires would be. And the only reason for softs would be, I guess, yeah, testing the qualifying laps and testing the durability of them.
And someone's saying again, Russell accepting his new power unit doesn't look good for Mercedes unless it's just their setup. It could be, but it could also be. I mean, he's in the garage. He's in the garage right now. He's in the pits. So it could be more setup, more than just testing. Did an installation run, came back in, went out, tested something, came back in.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I think a lot of people jump to conclusion in these practices. It's kind of hard because everyone's doing something different most of the time. So you can't take a lot away from the practices, but also it's good to see where the pace is at, especially at the end of FP3 where they usually do those the quali laps most of the time. Quali in 3 hours? Yes, it is in 3 hours. or 3 hours and 3 minutes thereabouts.
Going to be 2 a.m. in Central Time, 3 a.m. in Eastern Time for quali. So that's unfortunate for being an American race. It's one of those hard aspects of this race that it's hard to swallow, to be quite honest.
And from the stream, we've got a Perez doing a 1:35.1, so insane pace that we've seen.
That is 8/10 faster, more than 3/4 of a second faster than Leclerc's last fast time.
Yeah, I'm gonna
He's
check
now
if that's the fastest
speaking
we've
of which,
had.
he's on an outlap now. Amazingly, Sargent is the fastest in Sector 3 right now.
That is the fastest lap we've had this weekend by 1/10 of a second. So yeah, that's obviously like they're going to get faster and faster. So qualies we can probably expect 1:34 maybe. But yeah, and that's a medium as well. Oh no, that's a soft. Sorry, we've got a issue on the stream. That's we've got a soft tire. If that was a medium, that would be insane.
It's showing medium on the timing grid. On our timing grid, showing medium, showing soft on the F1 graphic. So yeah, no, Checo Max is on a soft tire, so Checo would probably be on a soft tire as well.
Yeah, just give him the race win if that's a medium. It's good to see Sergio kind of getting back in the form after a rough few races prior to Brazil. We've got a faster Sector 1 Verstappen.
Someone asking if Pirelli's put a lap counter on the tires. I don't know, to be quite honest.
Not the fastest Sector 2 from Verstappen, so he is definitely on a flyer.
Yeah, we haven't gotten suggested. I think the typical suggestion for tires are gonna stand for I don't think we've heard anything about massive degradation on the tires. So I haven't heard anything in terms of any shifting of how long these tires are gonna last type issue. I would think more like Coda, Miami would be better examples. Monza.
And an absolute insane lap by Verstappen, 1:34.6. So definitely in the 1:34s now.
Wow, wait, another half a second off of Perez's time?
Yeah, wow, that's insane. So maybe even 33s for the race, for the quali, but who knows?
The timing chart for the tires, particularly for Perez, is off. Max and Checo are on soft tires. We're now watching Sargent take flight, and he is on a soft tire at this time as well. GB Dog with the best quote so far. Checo's got some street cred for sure. I see what you've done there, my friend. You have won chat tonight so far.
Hamilton P1, yes.
Yeah, Sargent missed his braking point and went off track. They're asking if he was okay. He is. He can use his lap, but that was basically it's an abandoned lap.
They're all doing that at this point. Trying to brake as late as they can, find that optimum braking point.
Albon right now, he's improved in his times on the first two sectors. Not fastest sectors, but they are pretty good. They are pretty good.
The Aussie commentator is me, James. Not on here too much, but when I can have time, I hop on. Biggles is I think he was commentating on something earlier, so he's away at the moment. But yeah, good to be here.
Daniel Stopey had tried watching for free on the traffic cams, but they're facing the other way. Yeah, I give you credit for trying, my friend.
That's passionate right there.
Yeah, like someone's asking what tires do you think will perform best at 4 degrees? Dude, it's 14 degrees. It's not 4 degrees. We're not. It's miserably cold, but not freezing cold. That's like, let's be very clear. Actually, it's actually in the 50 degrees, so it's not. It's just nippy cold, not miserable cold.
Because I think that was the expected weather temperature for the race, but we'll see what happens. It's expected, whether it's actual, we'll see.
They were talking about lows of potentially 4, but that's like we're talking at 2:30 in the morning. You know, at the very end of the night, that's when you might see those you could have seen those dips of those lows. So ultimately, I mean, it's 15 degrees, 14 degrees right now, which is nothing.
We've got Albon 135.6, so the Williams are definitely out there. Obviously, the straight line speed does help them, but yeah, they're definitely mastering that last sector, obviously, because a lot of it is straight. But no, good on them to see them back up there for a bit. I think they might surprise in quali a bit.
We've got 26 minutes left to go in this session right now. Again, this is the Racing Tickets YouTube channel. You're here with JS and Grash with live commentary. If you'd like to subscribe, now is a great time to do it. We've got over 337 of you, over 349, almost 350 likes so far. Thank you so much. Yeah, sorry, 3,389 with 350 likes now. Thank you for correcting me.
That's all right.
Does it show that I was up at 4:30 in the morning to do FP2 in Central Time? Oh boy. Lawrence basically is saying that night race Vegas weekend is insane accomplishments. Sorry, East Coast. Yeah. Oh God, East Coast. I don't know what to tell you, but basically, like East Coast, the race is going to start at 1 a.m. I mean, like, we'll be honest. Like, I wasn't too worried too much about it. Like, if you've watched any UFC events, they do start late. They start like around like 9 p.m. ish. They have in the past. You can get no East Coast quality is going to be, I believe, at 3 a.m. The race itself is going to be at a 1 a.m. start. So for a UFC main event, you're going to get around midnight USA Eastern Coast. You can get into that midnight hour for that. So it's going to be more like a UFC event. So it's not like it's not unprecedented for that. It's untimely. It's not the best time. But like for the adults, the hardcore fans, the adults, they'll be up for it.
Sargent getting a very close touch with the wall there. I'm not sure which corner that one is, but they all have been getting, closer and closer as the confidence gains. And they're trying to put as much time out as they can.
He's been close to the wall multiple times this weekend. I think he touched it during FP2.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't even on track during FP1.
They're extracting the most out of as they can. So
Albon right now is P3 and Sargent is P6. Basically, Albon and Sargent are in between the Ferraris right now. So we've got Max, Perez, Albon, Leclerc, Sainz, Sargent, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda. Tsunoda up being P8. That's a new one. He's done a 136. Alonso is P9, Gasly, and Ocon P9, P10. So Alpine have improved very much. That's something to keep. That Alpine has improved. They were like 14th, 15th yesterday. They've moved up to 10 and 11th. That's still an improvement. Not a huge improvement, but it's still an improvement.
Perez just took that Sector 3 crown from Williams. The time has been since removed, but he did get it quicker. I think it was a 36.3, I think it was. So, yeah, they are, like stated multiple times, they are getting slightly quicker. So, yeah. Albon for a podium. Oh, that's a interesting ask.
It's an interesting ask, and it's a very doable ask. Actually.
Do you think?
Oh yeah.
I mean, if it go, it's not out of the question. But if it does, if there is a few things that go in their way, then yeah, it could be. I wouldn't be surprised to see them, if not both in Q3. Yeah,
is it a long shot? Yeah, but it's a bet that I might take in Vegas. Part of the fun, everyone.
Is it ending soon? 20 minutes to go.
No, we've got
22 minutes.
Yeah, we will see them. A lot of the teams are now pitting right now, so they're doing modifications to the car, particularly for setup for quali at this point. So you can see a lot of teams go in and do something on the car, and then in the next 10 to 15, about the next 10 minutes, you can see pretty much everyone who's doing anything for quali will come out.
If Logan can get a P8 or better, that'd be epic. That'd be epic, but and it's also possible as well. Like we were just saying before.
Yeah, this is a track where Logan could very easily be in that top 10. Yeah, pick up more points. That would be yeah. If we see Albon in the top 5 and Logan not get into the top 10, it's going to make a lot of going to push pressure on the team to why they're keeping him if they keep him for next year.
Now is training or start competition? Well, I guess you could call it. It's all like training or practicing at the moment. Yeah. So there's no competition
right now,
yet.
So Mercedes are on softs, and they're now out on track. So Mercedes probably is doing some sort of. They've been doing some sort of race-related things and not a quality-related. Not pushing for speed. So they're out on track. Hamilton's on his flying lap right now. He's done a 27.15. No, 17.4. Russell's done a 17.15. So they are in good place right now. Hamilton's on the straight right now. Russell's just got onto the straight.
I think they're doing quali laps. Practice race laps.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
1.1 seconds off fastest lap. I think, yeah. I'd be amazed if they aren't.
Well, Hamilton slots in P6. We'll see where Russell slots in. Black and white flag, Sonoda crossing the line at pit entry. This is
starts Russell in P3.
Yeah,
there you go.
I think the big thing if they were to make any end up to make any change, they would repaint the line white. It's probably the one thing I would do first.
If that's true, then the 17 lap old softs for Russell, and he's 0.4 of a second behind. That's pretty good, to be honest. I
have been suspect of the racing, the tire, the lifetime of the tires. I don't believe that is the correct. The tire may be correct, but the lap counter may not be correct. I doubt those are 17 used old softs.
Let me try and find out.
Leclerc coming. Ooh, came close to that 6 meters off, super close to the wall, and then has to go around one of the Red Bulls.
Centimeters are super close to the wall. Okay, so Russell, the tires are only 2 laps old. and Hamilton, they're 2 laps old as well. Oh no, tires used. No, sorry, that's used. They've used 2 pairs of tires, but where's how many laps they've done?
Jacob's asking, is Ricardo changing setup? Yeah, he's in the pits right now. It's most likely he's doing some sort of setup change.
Are we going to rant about McLaren now, or is it too early? Well, their times aren't showing the best, but who knows? They could just be doing race pace,
Yeah,
which
I
they probably
mean,
are.
they weren't expected to be super competitive on this track.
No.
I know Zach Brown is on record as being like, yeah, this is not really our track. Too much. The big long straights are not their strength. That's why we're talking more about like Albon right now is P4. Alonso now P5 because Alonso's just gone P3. So we know that Aston Martin's has the pace. We know Ferrari has the pace. Oscar just jumped up to P5.
There you
So
go. As soon as we're talking about it, commentator curse.
yeah, there we go. There you go. You don't have to rant anymore. Oscar's done 10 P5 so far. He's at a 135.3.
That means he's gonna win the race now. But no, they're probably just doing. But yeah, McLaren aren't good on the. Oh, George Russell with the fastest sector 2. As soon as I say that, but McLaren aren't good on the real slow corners and the long straights, which is basically what this track's made up of. Medium speed corners is their optimum strength. This lap from Russell might be a good one.
And he just jumped up to a P, I believe P4. Oh no, he's still. Hamilton jumped up to P6. That's who moved.
Yeah.
And he's coming to the end of his lap.
Oh, Paul. Oh, not Paul, but 134.5 from the Russell. So the fastest lap. That's insane.
So in chat, Davey Stove he says he's got the traffic cams up for Flamingo on Las Vegas Boulevard, and it shows the finish line. A couple other traffic cams are up and running. So that's, if you're curious, go grab the traffic cams.
Or just listen along to our beautiful commentary. Better than watching it.
Sargent just jumped into the P6, fastest third sector again.
Perez is still holding.
067.
Perez is still holding that fastest on the speed trap, 347 kilometers an hour, with I think it's both Alfa Romeo's second and third. So they've been quite a surprise. Alfa Romeo's they're up there as well. Okay, so Albon's just come out on the fresh soft tires, so that should indicate a bit more of their true pace. I think we are going to see a couple quali runs just to see what they've got from quite a few of the teams. Probably not every team, but quite a few of them.
So just so you guys know right now, Max and Perez are in the pits at the moment. Russell, Alonso, Bottas, Sargent, Piastri, Hamilton, Albon are on track. The Ferraris are in the pits. Zhou is on track. Hulkenberg in the pits. Tsunoda, Gasly, Ocon also in the pits. Stroll on track. Magnussen on track. And then we're waiting. Norris and Ricardo are in the pits. We've got 14 minutes to go in this session. Again, this is the Race CPU channel. You're listening to Grash and JS tonight. I want to thank about the 3,593 that are watching right now. The 452 likes. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, now's the time to do it.
And I want to bring up an interesting track dominance that we've just seen on the display. That Albon is quicker than Verstappen in Verstappen's quicker than Albon in all the straights except for the straight between turn 4 and 5, and that is a decent straight. So that is interesting. That Red Bull might be lacking there, or I'm not exactly sure, but that is interesting. And obviously, Verstappen is quicker in all the corners. So
That's an important piece because that's a DRS zone as well. So that's something.
okay.
Albon just jumped at P3 with a 134.726.
Wow.
So about 2/10 off of Russell's time. Another
That's
10th off
insane.
of Verstappen's time. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, if this is what we're seeing from Albon, we're definitely gonna see him in Q3.
Yeah.
We should see
100%.
Sargent in Q3. We should, but we never know. But that's almost Zoe going off track.
Yeah, so Rato, I think it is, made a good point. Oh, wow.
Sorry, we're showing a replay of Joe. Yeah, big lockup on Joe, missing the turn.
So Rato did make a really good point that, yeah, Williams pretty quick on the straights, but Red Bull are carrying more wing. So I think they're trying to rely on their corners a bit more, obviously. So see how that goes. And see if they change anything before quali and practice. And the race. So Verstappen just setting a faster sector 1 by not even.
So Ricardo is on a flying lap right now. So someone's asking what AlphaTauri are doing. They may have been doing race-related stuff. I know Ricardo's doing a flying lap right now. Tsunoda's on a flying lap right now.
Just quickly, Sargent just put in a P2 time, faster sector 3 as well. So he's
34.645. Wow.
1/10 off Russell there. So yeah, wow. That last sector they're insanely strong.
He's Wait, let me try and do the math here. He's 0.08. Sorry, 0.08. Oscar just did a 134.491 for P1. Sargent is 0.008 off of Max's time. And they're all using. Yeah, they're all using. Again, the tire is not working correct. It's bugged. They're all on soft tires at this point.
And Piastri just put in the fastest lap, 134.4, with the fastest sector 2. So the strengths of the cars are all over the place at the moment. Like, some, like, obviously you've got different sectors where different cars work really well. So yeah, this qualifying will be very interesting. And we have yellow flags. Too sure where.
Where? Not
someone just.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was probably Verstappen going straight on. That's what we appeared.
Okay. So why someone's asking why Ferrari's dropped down. Basically, they were in pits. People have gone faster than them. They are now on outlaps at this point. Oh, I am not up to date. There we go. Perez is on an outlap. Leclerc is on an outlap. Gasly's on an outlap at this point. The only one who's left in the pits at this point is Alonso. We're at 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in this session.
Make sure to hit that like button, guys. Let's get it to at least 500 before the end of the session. Really appreciate everyone's support. And the comments are going nuts. Sargent is just so of P1. Well, it was P1. Oh, no. Sargent did P1 on hards. I think he did. Softs, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he did it on softs. The chart on screen is wrong. Everyone is on softs at this point.
Yep.
The only ones that show who may be on mediums would be is Ferrari, Leclerc, Sainz, and Hulkenberg. But those that may not be updated as of yet. That typically has a bit of delay for some weird reason.
On the F1 stream, or
yeah, on the F1 stream, the banner on the left typically has been a little bit. They're saying that Pulaski's lap time was deleted. They don't delete the lap times in practice, though. It's noted that he went off track, but his time's not deleted in practice per se. Got Hamilton finishing sector 2 right now. About 30 seconds. He's within 30 seconds of the end of the track.
Hamilton does seem to be struggling to get that.
Hamilton. Paul saying quality is going to be interesting, and yes, that is very much so. One of the things is that we are going to be track evolution is going to be a big factor in quality. Basically, it's a new track. No one else is running on it except for F1. New asphalt. So track evolution is going to be massive as they go through. We are going to see the one and done Q3 because no one's going to go out and try and do a lap in Q3. They're all going to wait and they're going to be like play chicken at the last moment.
It's a Sargent with the fastest sector 3 again, and Russell, I think, holds the fastest sector 2 still. So, Russell with a 134 flat, fastest sector 2. So, wow, they are really pushing it. So yeah, definitely 33s in qualifying.
Major says, "Why does this track look like they pick?" We have no clue. It just does, and we've run with it. It's an American. We like our pigs. We like our barbecue. So it fits.
The 100% deliberate.
Perez just jumped to a P5 with 134.7. He's 0.6 off of Russell's time. Oscar's in the pits. He's probably getting a tire change and doing any last minute setup pieces. Gasly and Ricardo are back into the pits as well. Yellow. Why are the Oh, there's a tire on the track. We have yellow flag.
That's off the Alex Albon's Williams back left.
Is it? Oh. So we have a yellow flag for a tire on the track.
That'll be it, most likely.
Is he going to get back to the pits is the better question.
Oh, we just red flagged that, to be honest.
Oh, he hit the wall pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he hit it hard too. But where's the tire come off?
I think it came off straight away.
Yeah, he hit the wall, left for a puncher. It didn't come off right away.
Oh, it's still there. Yeah, true. It was definitely unhinged when he hit it.
It rolls off. Oh, this is
rear left puncture. No, rear left wheel.
Are we? He does stop.
Yeah, it comes off just after.
Are they gonna red flag it?
Well, there's 6 minutes left to 5 minutes left. They might as well.
Yeah, but he's on track. The question is, yeah, they do red flag it. Oh, yep. It was a moment there where so you can add one to my counter.
Yes, you can. Now it's 3.
3. Because we're basically taking FP1 and FP2 as one big, yeah. And race was actually, and that's obvious that there's not enough time to like get him off the track and then get him. It's just if it's like let's say 2 minutes left in the session, they're still gonna. So
that means that Mercedes pole position, surely. I wish.
Oh wow! The dome has the sphere has a red flag flying on it.
Does it?
Yeah. Just did a shot of that. So yeah.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. You want a red flag? No, Lulu. We've only had 2 red flags. We've only had 2 red flags this weekend. We've seen 3 in a session by itself. So and they're going through, wax the wall. It hits and destroys the tire. What's interesting is like there's a gap in the wall. Like it goes from a thicker portion of the wall to a thinner portion. and there's this like little inlet section, and that's where he hits it. And he goes down. They're just showing the replay of the tire going off the car. And it goes to the
GP
other
dog.
side.
No, it wasn't a another drain pipe. It was a too much
Driver error.
acceleration. Yeah.
This was driver error in this case. Oh, they're showing him on 3 tires. So I want to thank everyone. So, hey, we've got a new, at the top of the board, we've got Russell and Oscar. Hey, P3 is Sergeant, everyone. What is going on? We've got Verstappen, Perez, Albon is P6, even regardless he destroyed his tire. Jose thinking Albon's car is definitely needing a suspension, maybe in even a new differential. We'll see. We'll know more for quali what needs to be placed on Albon's car. Again, we're gonna thank everyone who's come. Again, this is gonna bring the session to the close with the third flag. Session again, obviously not going to resume with what we have time left. Want to thank. We had over 3,500 you at one point in chat. Want to thank you. We have almost 600 likes. Come on, one more, please.
One more.
One more. Come on. Well, give us. There we go. 601. There we go. 50 F1050. I can't pronounce. Vince basically says it's a good live stream. Thank you. We have fun. Coming forward. So basically, for me for this weekend, as I understand, believe Ryan is taking over for quali and for the race. Means I'm probably going to get some sleep tonight. Nick is asking why is there a red flag again? Albon basically hit the wall and his tire came off, and so he stopped. His car stopped. He didn't get back to the pits. So for the first time in F1 history, Logan Sargent is in a top 3 at an end of a session. So let's take that something to be looked at. Sargent in the mix, possibly in quali. Again, we said he should be in Q3. He should be in Q3. Good. Yeah. Is there anything you want to say before we take off, JS? It was good having you.
No. All good. Yeah, thanks for having us. I'll definitely try and get back for Abu Dhabi, but no, it should be a good race. And yeah, thanks so much, guys. It was good fun, and yeah, definitely interesting. One of the most interesting, the most interesting session for the weekend. But I'm sure more fun to come.
Yeah. So it's right now 9:30 track time, 11:30 Central Time, where I'm at. So in quali is in 2.5 hours, so 2 a.m. Central Time. Midnight, actually, and that will be midnight for Vegas. So we should be back in about 90 minutes with, again, we start with music as always, and then when Ryan comes on, usually about 15 minutes before session. So yeah, after the stream ends, you'll be brought to the next session, the stream session on YouTube. Again, I will see you all for the next race. Again, I'm done for this weekend, but I'll be in chat. I'll see you guys soon. Again, thanks for coming, JS, and we'll see you.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, we'll see you in quali. Have a good night,
See you guys later,
everyone.